Eala thanks fans at Qatar Open, aims for bounce back in Dubai. Manila, Philippines. Eala couldn't be more thankful for the unwavering support of Filipino fans despite her early exit at the Qatar Open. Eala suffered a round of 64 elimination at the hands of Czech team qualifier Teresa Valentova, 6-7, 1-6, on Monday evening, Manila time. But the 20-year-old netter remained in high spirits and still took time to accommodate her fans in Doha. "Immensely grateful for the people who continuously show up for me and the sport," said Eala. "You all inspire me every day." The Filipino tennis ace vows to bounce back in the WTA 1000 Dubai Tennis Championships, which kicks off February 15th. "Salamat nga kababayan. Talo noyon pero chuloy pa rin laban. Bawi tayo sa susunod." To my fellow Filipinos, thank you. We lost today, but the fight continues. We will bounce back next time, she said. Eala, now ranked number 40 in the world, was coming off a pair of quarterfinal stints at the Philippine Women's Open and Abu Dhabi Open. She fell to Colombia's Camila Osorio, who went on to rule the inaugural WTA event in Manila, and lost to Russia's Ekaterina Alexandrova in Abu Dhabi. The Rafa Nadal Academy product also teamed up with Indonesian Janice Chen in doubles in Abu Dhabi, where the duo reached the semifinals. Eala, heartfelt thanks from Doha, eyes set on redemption in Dubai. In the heat and glitter of the Middle Eastern tennis circuit, where desert sands meet world-class competition, one name continues to stir hearts and headlines across Asia and beyond: Alexandra Eala, the 20-year-old Filipina rising star whose journey symbolizes both the heights of achievement and the grit of relentless drive. As the lights dimmed on her Qatar Open campaign in Doha, and the reality of an Eala exit sank in, Alex did something that spoke volumes about her character. She paused, and she thanked the fans. Facing a tough draw against Czech opponent Teresa Valentova, Eala's hopes for a deep run at the WTA 1000 event didn't materialize as she would have hoped, bowing out in the round of 64 after a competitive opening set followed by a more one-sided second. Yet rather than retreat in disappointment, what stood out was how she stood with gratitude, recognizing the role that support played in her journey. "Thank you," she said, "not just as a courtesy, but as a heartfelt message to the Filipino crowd and fans from around the world who have cheered her on with chants, signs, and an unmistakable sense of pride. This moment, of humble appreciation in the face of setback, serves as a powerful reminder that elite athletes are more than result makers. They are human beings shaped by community, encouragement, and the shared pulse of collective hope." The Doha stage, a test of grit and growth. To understand the significance of Eala's reaction, it's important to frame her performance within her larger trajectory. This 2026 season has been a defining one for Eala. Her campaign began with notable success in the Mubadala Abu Dhabi Open, where she reached the singles quarterfinals and made a strong showing in doubles, advancing to the Final Four alongside her doubles partner. That performance not only garnered valuable ranking points, but also helped her break into the WTA Top 40, a career-best achievement before Doha. When a player climbs to that level, expectations naturally rise. The spotlight brightens, and every match, whether won or lost, becomes a moment of learning, reflection, and recalibration. In Doha, Eala fought hard in that opening set. She demonstrated tactical awareness and a fighter's heart, battling Valentova, herself an impressive young talent making strides on the tour. But tennis, especially at the WTA 1000 level, rewards not just raw talent but precision and consistency, and the Czech competitor ultimately found her rhythm, closing out the match in straight sets. For many onlookers, the result may look like a simple loss. But for anyone who has followed Eala's career, it felt like a chapter, one that blends maturity with motivation, because while she left the court earlier than she would have liked, what she did immediately afterward spoke to something deeper than the scoreline. Gratitude in defeat, a moment of connection. In Doha, Eala paused long enough to extend thanks to the Filipino and international supporters who have made her Middle East swing memorable. This act is emblematic of a broader truth in sport. Connection with the fans matters just as much as competition itself. For many athletes, that connection fuels performances, sustains energy in long rallies, and evokes courage during decisive moments. Filipino fans in the stands, and millions more watching from home or following online, responded with warmth. Signboards, chants, and applause weren't just tokens of spectacle. There were expressions of national pride in a young athlete who has elevated Philippine tennis to global conversation. Eala's presence in Doha carried with it the hopes of many, a dream of seeing one of their own flourish on one of tennis' biggest stages. Yes, the results might not have gone her way this week, but the impact she has made, both on and off court, continues to resonate. Eyes on the next horizon, Dubai and redemption. The journey, however, moves swiftly for touring professionals. Just days after her exit in Doha, Eala has already shifted focus toward her next challenge, the Dubai Championships. Scheduled to take place a week after the Qatar Open, the Dubai event offers another WTA 1000 opportunity. It's a chance for Eala not only to rebound but to demonstrate the resilience that defines her approach. For athletes at this level, momentum is rarely linear. There are peaks and valleys, tournaments that yield breakthroughs and tournaments that test resolve. But every event presents a fresh slate. In Dubai, Eala won't just be chasing points or a better result, she'll be chasing redemption. That quest is rooted not in frustration but in purpose. To translate lessons from Doha into improved performance, sharper tactics, and mental fortitude. This isn't just ambition, it's evolution. The bigger picture, growth, visibility, and legacy. Eala's rise carries weight beyond the immediate outcomes. She has become a symbol of Philippine tennis progress, a beacon for young aspiring athletes who now see themselves reflected in her achievements. Breaking into the WTA Top 40 is more than a statistic. It's a milestone that amplifies representation and possibility. Her presence in events like Abu Dhabi, Doha, and soon Dubai underscores her growing relevance on the global tour. But it's not just about rankings. It's about identity, resilience, and the art of perseverance. In Doha, she reminded the tennis world that results do not define gratitude. Character does. As she looks ahead to Dubai, she carries not just rackets and fitness assessments, but a mindset molded by ups and downs, and an unwavering commitment to her goals. A message to fans, beyond the court. Eala's gratitude resonates because it isn't performative. It feels sincere. She understands that sport is a shared experience. Every cheer from the stands, every message of support, every viral clip of her matches adds to a tapestry woven by fans and athlete alike. This mutual appreciation becomes especially powerful when the immediate glory of victory is absent. Her message from Doha was not one of regret, but of thanks. Not one of apology, but of promise.